Hi everybody, Chris Stokes from Custom Fitness Personal Training Studio. And it seems like, at least weekly, somebody walks in and tells me about how much protein that they're eating. And they look at me, this look on their face like I'm going to be so proud for them and excited that they're doing that. And while protein is great, I really do want people eating protein, we kind of got the wrong idea. Imagine that. There's a lot of things that we think the wrong things on, but we've kind of built this idea that the more protein we consume, the more muscle we're going to build, and the skinnier basically we're going to get. We're going to burn off the fat and the muscle is going to take over and it's all going to be great. Well, in theory, that is true, and in light practice, that is true. So building muscle does raise your metabolism. It does help to burn off your fat, and eating protein is essential to building muscle. So there's your truth part. Now, the less than true part is that we can just continue to consume multiple servings of protein during the day, and it's going to compound its effects. And the truth is that really it won't. So if you overconsume protein, if you have way too much during the day, you're going to lead to internal trouble, for example, like kidney stones, can cause a lot of problems through the body. So we really don't want to overdo it. But the other thing is that you may not realize, but your body, research shows us, cannot absorb more than 30 grams of protein per meal. So if you're one of these people who's drinking a protein shake with their steak and eating, their handful of nuts and their cheese and everything with it, your body's actually not going to be able to absorb more than 30 grams in that meal. So if you're feeding your body 40 grams or 50 grams of protein in a meal, you're really not going to be able to utilize that, and it's going to cause distress within the body. So, people tend to overdo that these days. We've got things like the P3s for snacks. We've got people loading up on just every kind of protein imaginable. We really have to balance our foods in order to get the right response. So yes, protein is essential in building muscle, but there's a lot of other vitamins and minerals that are essential for our body to actually do the processes it needs in order to build that muscle. So the body has a lot of things going on that we've got to be able to fuel the entire system rather than spot fueling is what I feel like it should be called, because people come in all the time, they want to spot reduce, they want to work just on their abs or just on their arms, and you really can't spot reduce anything the same way that you can't spot fuel it. So you can't give it just one nutrient and expect that to be the end all. Instead, it's got to have a balance of nutrients. So what does 20 to 30 grams of protein look like for a meal? Well, 20 to 30 grams is actually about the size of your palm, the density of your palm. So if it's just, a piece of lunch meat here, it's not enough, but actually the density of it as well. And as we do consume that 20 to 30 grams throughout our meals, then we will be building enough protein into our diet to where we can build muscle. Now, if we want to add a little bit extra, we could add in maybe one protein shake a day. So that's where people also go kind of crazy. We've gotten into this shake realm lately, and it's become such a hype-driven field that everybody's drinking shakes. Well, that's great, but in moderation. So if you go to lose weight and you drop to where you're doing 2 shakes a day and 1 meal a day, well, you're going to lose weight because you haven't been eating extra calories. You've been drinking your meals. Liquid doesn't hold the same as regular food as far as full nutrition, so you also don't fill your body with full nutrition either. So that can be a problem, but obviously people are losing weight doing it, so it makes people excited. Well, losing weight again is not really just about losing weight. It's about becoming healthier, and it's about losing fat more than it is the number on the scale. So you can lose weight by cutting off an arm. You can lose weight by losing your muscle mass. But those are not healthy ways to lose weight that most people want to do. So instead, what we want to do is we want to focus on losing fat, building muscles so that our bodies can be not only lean, but also as strong as we can be so that we can perform our daily activities. Sounds really silly, but that's the end all of it. If you really think about it, losing weight, people tell me that will make them happy, but it's not actually losing the weight that would make them happy, because then they end up sick all the time, or they end up very weak and they can't do their daily activities. What they want to be is they want to be lean and they want to be fit. And it's just a mindset difference that we've kind of trained our brains to think that losing weight is the ultimate answer. So back on to shakes here. If you are doing more than 1 shake a day of just protein, you're really going to end up with trouble. If you're doing high intensity exercise to burn that shake off, that's one thing. So you could add that in as a snack. I still typically recommend that clients only stick to 1 shake a day, but if you're going to do that for muscle building benefits, and you really want to do it during your workout or immediately after, within that first 30 minutes after, in order to utilize that for muscle building. If you're just having it as a snack during the day, you're really better off either eating some food or adding a full meal replacement shake in there, to where you've got your protein, you've got some veggies in there or some veggie powders, and you've got some form of healthy fat in there. And if you do that, then you're going to be more likely to actually succeed with your weight loss goals. When we consume shakes on a regular basis and we either don't make them a whole meal to where we've got those vegetables in there and we've got the healthy fat in there, or we're doing it without exercise, and or both, then you typically tend to start to gain that spare tire around the middle, because shakes tend to have more sugar in them than, say, your steak would on your plate, or your plant-based sources of protein would. So you've got sugar coming in, otherwise it tastes really bad. And that sugar is going to start to form that spare tire. So you end up taking in more calories than what you need if you're drinking shakes without exercise. So if you are going to have a shake, once a day, make sure that it's got all the nutrition in it that you need, not just protein. And you can utilize that during your workout or within 30 minutes after your workout to build muscle and be able to refuel yourself after your workout. You could even add some carbs in there after your workout, would help out, like we talked about the other day. So maybe some fruit or something like that. You could do an after workout type powder that could add those carbs in there. So that would be beneficial. But if you're just doing them by themselves and you think that just doing protein is going to help you to get more skinny than what you are, you're probably being led in the wrong direction. So there's a lot of a fine balance to what we do through nutrition, through exercise, and through lifestyle modification. And those three have to go together. We can try and find the magic pill all that we want, but without those three imbalanced together, we typically do not have the long-term results that we desire. So if that's something that you're interested in, if you are looking for long-term results, you're tired of doing all this back and forth with things and trying short-term stuff and it doesn't work, you're tired of trying all the hype things, and you're really just ready for something that is going to make sense to you, that's simple and actionable, that's where we come in. So feel free to give us a call, 806-322-3188. And if you call or comment below on this video, I'd be happy to give you 2 free sessions with a free consultation just to let you experience what we do. There's just no reason to not let you experience it beforehand. I know that there's a lot of places out there to choose from, and sometimes it can be tricky to make that choice. It just feels like they're all the same. Well, I can guarantee you that we are different here, that we treat our clientele differently than most gyms do. We offer them more support than most gyms do, and we definitely approach things in a different manner than most places do. So if you would like to find out more about that, again, feel free to comment below or give us a call, 806-322-3188, and I hope that you have a great weekend and that you got something good out of this. We'll talk to you soon.